They laughed when you fell. You can hear their voices, can't you? The snickers, the mocking smiles, the cruel words that echoed through your mind as you lay there, broken, defeated. They thought that was it. Thought they had won, that you'd never stand up again. It was their victory in their eyes, watching you struggle, watching you slip further down into despair. They thought you were done, that your story had reached its final chapter. But what they failed to understand, what they couldn't see, is that this isn't the end. This is where your real journey begins. Your rise won't just surprise them, it will haunt them. You think the world is done with you? No, the world hasn't even begun to understand who you are yet. This moment, the one where you feel like you've hit the lowest point, is the turning point. Right here, right now. You might not see it yet, but this is where everything changes. This is where your strength will be forged. The world's laughter is just the sound of your power being underestimated. Don't mistake their judgment for truth. They don't know what you're capable of. They have no idea of the fire burning inside you, waiting to rise from the ashes of your failure. Your fall wasn't a defeat. It was the necessary destruction of the old you, making way for something far more powerful, more unstoppable. They thought they had broken you, but they didn't break you. They only created space for you to rebuild, stronger than you've ever been. Right now, you're standing at the edge of your transformation. I know it feels impossible to see the light through the darkness. I know it feels like your mistakes, your setbacks, are chains weighing you down. But hear me clearly. Your past is not who you are. Those failures are just the lessons that will fuel your growth. They were never meant to define you. They were always part of the process that will bring you closer to who you're destined to become. This moment of defeat, it's only the beginning of your greatest comeback. Every tear you've shed, every scar you carry, it all leads to this point. You are not defined by the times you've fallen. You are defined by the strength it takes to rise again. You may feel small, insignificant, maybe even invisible right now, but I promise you, this is not the end. This is the turning point. The world hasn't seen the real you yet, the version of yourself that is ready to fight, to overcome, to thrive. And when they see you rise, when they see how far you've come, it won't just be their judgment that stings. It will be their regret, because they never believed in you. But you'll know. You'll know that your fall was not your end. It was your beginning. The strength you've gained through struggle will be your foundation, your unshakable force, and nothing can take that away from you. So let them laugh, let them doubt, let them mock you in your hardest moments. Their laughter is not your burden, it's their regret waiting to unfold. You are here for something bigger than their limited vision can see. Your journey is far from over, it's just beginning, and the world will tremble when they witness the rise that's coming. You feel it, don't you? That heaviness that sits on your chest every day, dragging you down, making it feel impossible to breathe. The weight of expectations, of mistakes, of broken promises. The days when every step forward feels like you're trudging through quicksand. The harder you fight, the deeper you sink. It's exhausting, isn't it? You're tired of moving, tired of hoping, because it feels like with every inch you gain, the world pulls you 2 steps back. The road you're on is paved with obstacles, and no matter how hard you try, it feels like you're being suffocated under a cloud of failure, ridicule, and rejection. The doubts, the relentless voices inside your head, they tell you that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it. They whisper that you're too broken, too far gone to change. And then there are the voices from the outside, the people who should be cheering for you, but instead they look at you with disdain, with pity, or worse, with indifference. You can feel their judgment like 1,000 eyes on you, silently marking every mistake you make. And every time you try to rise, they pull you down, reminding you that you're not worthy, not capable, not strong enough. It's as if the universe itself is conspiring against you, pushing you into the shadows while the world keeps moving forward. But hear me now, loud and clear. You are not alone. What you're feeling right now, the loneliness, the isolation, the sense of being stuck, countless others have walked that same dark path. They felt the sting of rejection, the ache of failure, the suffocating grip of self-doubt. You're not broken. You're just battling against the forces that want you to stay small, to stay defeated. And I know those forces, because they're not just external. They're the ones that live inside you too. Self-doubt, that insidious villain, is one of your fiercest enemies. It wears 1,000 faces. The voice of your childhood insecurities, the nagging thought that maybe you're not as talented as everyone else. The fear that one day people will realize you're not as smart, as capable, as deserving as they once thought you were. Self-doubt has been a shadow that's followed you, whispering lies into your ears at the most critical moments, drowning out the voice that tells you to believe in yourself. It's the hand that pulls you back when you try to reach for something greater, convincing you that you don't have what it takes to succeed. It's the thing that makes you question every step, every decision, until you're paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong move. And then there's society. Society has a way of boxing us in, of telling us that we must fit into a neat little category, live a certain way, follow a prescribed path. The pressure to conform, to meet other people's expectations, to be successful by their standards, it's suffocating. They have a list of what makes someone worthy of respect, someone worthy of love. And if you don't tick all the boxes, they'll remind you, whether subtly or blatantly. They'll tell you you're not good enough. They'll tell you that you don't belong in the spaces you dream of occupying. They'll pull the rug out from under you just when you start to rise. And they'll point and laugh as you stumble. Society can be a prison of its own making, one where every mistake is amplified and every victory feels diminished. But the external forces, they're nothing compared to the one most powerful villain of all: your own fear. Fear holds you back more than any external force ever could. It's the voice that tells you you're not good enough, that you'll fail, that everyone is watching and waiting for you to fall. Fear convinces you that you should play it safe, stay small, avoid the risk of being judged, of being seen for who you really are. It tells you to keep quiet, to remain in the shadows, to never stand out. It makes you believe that every time you take a step towards your dreams, you're walking into a storm that will destroy everything you've worked for. Fear is a liar, but it's a convincing one. I know you've felt the weight of all these forces pressing in on you. I know that on many days it seems like everything is stacked against you. I know what it's like to feel like the world doesn't care, to feel like your dreams are slipping through your fingers, to feel like no matter how hard you try, you can never get ahead. But here's the truth, something that you need to hear right now. None of this is your fault. You were never meant to carry the burden of everyone's judgment, of society's standards, of your fears. They don't get to define who you are. Those doubts you carry, those fears that paralyze you, they aren't yours to hold. They were handed to you by others, by circumstances, by your own inner battles. But here's the key. You get to choose to let them go. You don't have to live under the weight of expectations. You don't have to carry the scars of the past. You don't have to let the judgment of others hold you back from becoming who you were always meant to be. It's time to take your power back. You are not the person they think you are. You are not your failures. You are not your mistakes. You are not the opinions of others. You are more than all of this. You've been given everything you need to rise above it. And that's the truth that the world is scared of. You are more powerful than you know. But before you can step into that power, you have to accept this one thing. The pain you're feeling right now, the struggle you're in, it's real. It's not just in your head. It's the result of years of being told that you're not enough, that you can't make it, that you're destined to fail. It's the effect of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, of walking through life trying to prove yourself, trying to be someone you're not just to fit in. The shame, the guilt, the doubt, it's not a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of the things that have tried to break you, the forces that have tried to silence you. But none of that matters now. What matters is that you're still here, and that means you're ready to fight. You're ready to take the pieces of your brokenness and turn them into your strength. So if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you can't go on, you're not alone. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has walked through the same fires. Every person who has risen above the chaos of life has faced the same doubts, the same fears. They've been told they couldn't make it, they've been laughed at, rejected, abandoned, but they didn't quit. They didn't listen to the voices that told them they were unworthy. They found the courage to keep going, even when every step felt like they were sinking deeper. You are not broken. You are not beyond repair. You are just in the process of becoming. You are in the middle of your transformation, and no one can take that away from you. It's easy to think that this is it, that you've reached the end. There's no way out, no hope left. You've hit rock bottom, and the weight of it all is pressing in so hard you can barely breathe. The world has turned its back on you. The voices that used to cheer you on have gone silent, and now you're left standing in the darkness, alone, surrounded by the wreckage of your dreams, your failures, your broken promises. You feel as though the walls are closing in, and no matter how hard you try, there's no way to escape the suffocating grip of despair. It feels like you've given everything you've had, only to watch it slip through your fingers. Every step forward you tried to take, every ounce of energy you poured into pushing yourself past the pain, it was all for nothing. You tried to believe. You tried to hold on to hope. But now, that hope feels like a distant memory, a cruel illusion that has been shattered. It's so easy to fall into the trap of thinking that this is the end, that the future is nothing more than an extension of the hurt you're feeling now. The dreams you once had, those grand, impossible things you wanted to achieve, They seem so far out of reach, like stars that you could never quite touch. Inside, everything feels numb. The mind races, but the thoughts feel disconnected, like they're not even yours. You question your worth, your ability, your very right to be here. What's the point, you ask yourself? What am I even doing this for? The days bleed into each other, and each one feels just like the last. The grind, the effort, the fight. None of it seems to matter. You wonder if anyone even notices. You wonder if you're invisible, fading into the background, destined to be just another forgotten face. The isolation sinks deeper, and you can almost feel the emptiness taking root inside you. It's a cold, hollow place, and no matter how much you try to fill it, nothing seems to work. Every little thing that used to bring you joy, every spark of hope, now feels like a distant memory, something you can't reach anymore. You look around and see others succeeding, moving forward, living their lives with ease. And here you are, stuck in the same place, watching as the world moves on without you. They don't know the pain you're feeling, the weight of the failure you're carrying, the fear that this might be all there is for you. You begin to wonder if it's even worth trying anymore. Maybe it's better to just let it all go. Maybe the world would be better off without your struggle. You think about the people who once stood by you, the ones who gave up or turned their backs, and you wonder if they were right. Maybe you're not cut out for this. Maybe you've been fooling yourself all along. But as you fall into this pit of despair, something begins to stir deep inside you. Something small, something almost imperceptible. A voice that whispers, "This isn't the end. You're not finished yet." It's a voice you almost can't hear over the roar of your emotions, the constant barrage of negative thoughts, the suffocating weight of self-doubt. But it's there, and for a moment, it pulls you out of the darkness, just enough to make you question everything you've been telling yourself. Because the truth is, you don't need someone else to fix this. No one else can save you. There are no external heroes coming to rescue you from your pain. Salvation comes from within, and no one is coming to show you the way but you. That's the harsh truth. As difficult as it is to face, as painful as it may seem, you are the only one who can pull yourself out of this. No one else can walk this path for you. You can't wait for someone to hand you the keys to your freedom. You can't rely on external forces, whether it's other people, the right circumstances, or a sudden shift in luck. The world doesn't owe you a thing, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. It doesn't mean you're stuck forever. In fact, it's the very belief that you're waiting for someone else to change things that keeps you trapped in the cycle of despair. You've been conditioned to think that someone, anyone, will come to make it better for you, but that's not how it works. The battle is internal. It always has been. You have to find the strength to stand up on your own, to fight through the voices of doubt and fear, to push past the pain. There will be no grand moment of external salvation. There will be no magical event that will suddenly solve all your problems. You are the one who has to make the change. And I know that sounds overwhelming, almost impossible, but here's the reality. You've already started the journey. Just by being here, just by still holding on, you've already taken the first step. You are still here. And that means you're not done yet. This moment, the pain, the confusion, the fear of being stuck forever, this is just the low point. It's the moment where everything feels like it's falling apart, but it's also the moment when you have the chance to rebuild. Every broken piece of you is a part of the transformation that is happening, whether you see it or not. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, it's part of the process. This is your opportunity to find strength in the darkest moments, to recognize that the real battle isn't about external circumstances. It's about finding your power within and realizing that you are stronger than you've ever believed. You can't keep waiting for someone else to pull you out of the darkness. The only way out is through. You have to be the one to save yourself. You think the storm will never end, don't you? The rain is relentless, pouring down, washing away any trace of hope you've tried to hold on to. You've been in the downpour for what feels like an eternity. The thunder cracks and the wind howls as if the universe itself is against you. The weight of it all has felt unbearable, as though every drop of rain is a reminder that this fight is never ending. As the wake of the rain is the reminder that this fight is never ending. But here's something you need to understand. Even the heaviest rain can't drown the seed beneath the earth. No matter how harsh the storm, no matter how dark the night, that seed will grow again, and so will you. It might not feel like it now, but in this moment of your deepest despair, the seeds of change have already been planted. You might not see them, but they are there, buried deep beneath the surface of your soul. Just like a seed hidden in the dark, the potential for your transformation is there, waiting for the right conditions to take root. All this pain, all this struggle is not in vain. It is the soil from which your strength will grow. It is the environment in which you will begin to blossom. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being shaped, formed, and readied for something far greater than you can imagine right now. You don't have to wait for the storm to pass. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect, for the circumstances to align. Because change doesn't happen when the sun is shining. It happens when you've faced the storm head on and survived it. When you've dug your roots deeper into the soil. When you've stood strong against the winds. That's when you begin to grow. The struggle itself will be the very thing that nourishes you. The power for change is already within you. The ability to rewrite your story has always been in your hands. Maybe you've been told otherwise. Maybe you've been convinced that your fate was sealed, that you were always going to be stuck in this place of defeat. But here's the truth. You are not defined by your failures. You are defined by what you do next. You have the power to change your narrative, to stop telling yourself the story of defeat and start telling yourself the story of resilience, of overcoming, of growth. Change begins when you realize that you have the ability to choose a different path. That spark of self-realization, that moment when you understand that the power is not in external forces, but in your own hands. That's when everything begins to shift. You don't need someone to give you permission to change. You don't need anyone's approval. You have all the tools you need to break free from the chains of your past, to create a new chapter, one where you are the hero of your own story. Think of the tree, standing tall in the middle of a barren field, its roots dug deep into the ground, enduring the storms, the droughts, the harsh winters. It's been through hell and back, yet it still stands. And every year, it grows taller. Every year, it spreads its branches further, reaching toward the sky. That tree didn't become strong by avoiding the storm. It became strong because it faced it. It rooted itself in the very soil that was supposed to destroy it. And in doing so, it found its strength, its purpose, its power to grow and reach heights it never imagined. Your struggle is no different. You are the seed beneath the earth. You've been buried in darkness, in pain, in doubt, but this is not your end. This is your beginning. The soil of adversity, the very thing that has weighed you down, is the fertile ground from which your power will grow. Just like a seed, you've been stretched, pulled, and pushed to the brink, but that's what will allow you to grow. Your roots are being planted deeper with every challenge you face. The darkness, the pain, the fear, it's all part of the process. It's all part of the growth. You may not feel it now, you may not see the change happening yet, but trust me when I say, the storm will end. The sun will break through the clouds, and when it does, you will emerge from the soil, stronger, wiser, more capable than you've ever been. Your growth will be unstoppable, because you've learned the most important lesson. You are the storm. The storm does not define you, it only makes you stronger. The soil does not break you, it nourishes you. In time, you will look back at this moment and realize that the darkest days were the ones that shaped you, that built the foundation for your success, for your rise. You will see the scars not as reminders of your pain, but as symbols of your strength. And in that moment, when you finally bloom, you'll understand that you were never broken, never lost. You were always a seed waiting for the storm to end so you could grow. So understand this now. Change is coming. It's already here beneath the surface. You are the seed that will rise from the dark soil, and your strength, your power, will be a testament to everything you've overcome. You are not alone. You are not defeated. You are not defined by your past or your struggles. You are the storm. And when you emerge from the dark, you will be unstoppable. You were never meant to stay on the ground. You were never meant to be stuck in the depths of your despair, unable to rise. No, the truth is this. You were always destined to rise, to conquer, and to make the world tremble at your comeback. Every tear you shed, every failure you endured, every time you stumbled and fell, that was never your end. It was only your beginning. The world may have tried to break you, but what they never understood is that you were never meant to stay broken. The pain, the struggle, the feeling of defeat, it was all part of your awakening. And now it's time for you to see it. It's time to stop viewing yourself as the victim of your circumstances and start seeing yourself as the hero in your own story. You are not helpless. You are powerful. There was a time when you might have believed the world was against you. You might have thought that every setback, every obstacle was proof that you were destined to fail. But what if you could shift your perspective? What if, instead of seeing your struggles as a sign of weakness, you saw them as the very thing that would fuel your success? Your pain is not your prison, it's your foundation. Your failures are not your defeat, they are the building blocks of your greatness. Every time you fell, you learned. Every time you were knocked down, you became stronger. You didn't realize it at the time, but each hardship, each challenge was preparing you for something greater. You were being shaped, molded into the person you were always meant to become. Now is the time for you to step into that power. Now is the time for you to stop waiting for permission, to stop hoping for a savior. You are the savior. You always were. You have everything you need within you to forge your path, to build the life you've always dreamed of. The world may have tried to keep you down, but every time you got up, you became more resilient. Every time you thought you couldn't go on, you proved yourself wrong. And that's the shift you need to make. It's not about proving others wrong, it's about proving yourself right. You see, for far too long you've been living in the shadow of others' expectations, trying to meet standards that were never meant for you. You've been seeking approval from people who never saw your potential, but that's not the game you're playing anymore. The real victory is not in proving to others that they were wrong about you, it's in proving to yourself that you were always right about your own strength, your own potential. This journey is not about them, it's about you. Think about it. Every challenge you've faced, every obstacle you've overcome, was a test of your resilience. And what you didn't realize at the time is that each test was giving you the skills, the mindset, and the power to keep moving forward. You've been building resilience without even knowing it, and now you can see it for what it is, your ultimate weapon. Every time you were knocked down, you found the strength to get back up. Every time you thought you were defeated, you found a way to rise. That is resilience. That is strength. And this is where the real transformation happens. When you realize that the power was within you all along, that your struggles weren't just obstacles, they were opportunities for growth, that's when everything changes. You begin to look at your past not with regret or shame, but with pride. You've come this far. Every scar, every setback is a testament to your resilience. It's proof that you are stronger than anything life has thrown at you. And now you are ready for the next phase of your journey. Your past does not define you. Your future does. The power to create the life you want, to overcome any obstacle, to turn your pain into power. It's all within your grasp. The world will try to tell you that you're not enough, that you're too broken, too far gone, but you know better. You know that every setback, every failure, every painful moment was simply a stepping stone to something greater. You are not the victim, you are the hero, and this is your story. You are capable of forging your own path. You are capable of creating your own destiny. And now it's time to step into that power. It's time to claim your victory. No more waiting for permission, no more seeking approval. You are enough. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. So, look at your past, your failures, your pain, and instead of feeling defeated, feel empowered. Those struggles, they are the very thing that will lead you to success. They are the proof of your strength. And now, with each step you take forward, with each decision to rise higher, you will build the future you've always dreamed of, because this time, you are doing it for you. You don't need anyone else to validate you. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You are already worthy. You are already enough. And now, it's time to take that truth and make it your foundation. Build your future on the knowledge that you are capable, that you are strong, that you are resilient. You've been through the worst. Now it's time to rise. And this time, you'll rise higher than ever before. Something shifts, a crack in the darkness, a moment of clarity where, for the first time, you see things as they truly are. You are not powerless. You are not broken. You are not a prisoner of your past. The weight that has held you down, the voices that have told you that you're not enough, the chains of doubt that have kept you shackled, they were never real. They were illusions, stories you told yourself, lies you believed because the world convinced you to. But now you see the truth. You are the master of your fate. No one else holds the pen that writes your story. No circumstance, no mistake, no past failure has the power to define you unless you allow it. And you won't allow it any longer. Because it's not the fall that defines you, it's the rise. The moment you decide to stand, the moment you refuse to stay down, that's when the world will see who you truly are. And the world doesn't know what's coming. For so long, you have let your past dictate your future. You have replayed every mistake, every failure, every moment where you fell short, as if those moments had the final say in your destiny. But they don't. Your past is nothing more than a chapter, a lesson, a stepping stone. It is not the full story. The full story is still being written, and now, you are the one holding the pen. You begin to see it now, the shift in your perspective, the realization that nothing has truly been holding you back except for your own belief that you were stuck. You were never stuck. The doors were never locked, the chains were never real. The power to change has always been inside of you. And now, you claim it. You are not who you used to be. You are not the person who believed they were unworthy. You are not the person who thought they would never escape their pain. That version of you no longer exists. You are becoming something new, something powerful, something unstoppable. You say it to yourself now, over and over again, letting the truth sink in, letting the power of these words become the foundation of your new life. I am not my past. I am not my failures. I am not my mistakes. I am the creator of my future. I am the master of my fate. I am rising. I am rising. I am rising. The more you say it, the more you believe it. The more you believe it, the more it becomes reality. The more you believe it, the more it becomes reality. This is not just a moment of inspiration. This is the beginning of something real, the beginning of your transformation. You look back at everything you've endured, everything you've overcome, and you don't see weakness anymore. You don't see failure. You see proof of your resilience. You see battles that should have destroyed you, yet here you are, standing, breathing, stronger than ever. You realize now that nothing can break you unless you allow it to. The world told you that you weren't enough, that you would never make it, that your dreams were too big, your scars too deep, your past too heavy. But they were wrong. Every single one of them. Because here you stand, no longer seeking their validation, no longer waiting for permission to rise. You don't need it. You never did. This is your turning point, the moment where everything changes. The moment where you take full control of your life, your path, your destiny. The moment where you decide, once and for all, that nothing and no one will ever hold you back again. The past is behind you. The future is yours to create. And the world is about to see a version of you they never expected. You stand now, not as the person who once doubted, who once feared, who once believed they were powerless. No, that version of you is gone, left behind in the ashes of everything that tried to break you. You have risen. You have shed the weight of your past, the limitations of your mind, the fear that once kept you paralyzed. You are not a victim. You are a warrior, a survivor, a champion of your own destiny. Look at yourself now. You are not the sum of your failures. You are the total of your will to rise. The sum of every battle you fought, every storm you endured, every night you thought would never end. And yet, here you are, still standing, still breathing, still fighting. That fire inside of you, it never went out. It may have flickered, it may have dimmed, but it never died. And now it is burning stronger than ever. You begin to see it clearly, the vision of who you are becoming, the future you, the unstoppable force that no longer seeks validation, that no longer bows to fear, that no longer waits for permission to live fully. You are stepping into your power, walking into the life that was always meant for you. No more hesitation, no more doubt, no more looking back. Can you see it? The life you've been waiting for, the strength in your steps, the fire in your eyes, the confidence in your presence. You wake up with purpose, no longer shackled by the ghosts of your past. You move forward with certainty, knowing that every challenge, every obstacle, every setback is just another opportunity to grow, to evolve, to sharpen your edge. There is nothing you cannot handle, nothing you cannot overcome. The world no longer intimidates you, it inspires you. Your mind is no longer a battlefield of self-doubt. It is a fortress of strength. Your thoughts are no longer your enemy, they are your weapon. Every negative voice that once echoed in your head has been drowned out by the certainty of who you are. The world may still try to shake you, but it cannot move you, because you are no longer standing on shaky ground. You have built a foundation within yourself that cannot be broken. You have become unshakable. This is not the end of your journey. This is just the beginning, because now you are no longer fighting just to survive, you are fighting to thrive. That's right, sir. Not a normal answer to a demand for reality by any means, but you need to know you. And you need to know yourself. You are no longer just getting by. You are stepping fully into your greatness. And the best part? This transformation isn't just for today. This is forever. You have unlocked a version of yourself that the world has never seen before. You are not someone who gives up. You are not someone who settles for less than they deserve. You are a force to be reckoned with, and the world will know it. They will see it in the way you move, in the way you speak, in the way you carry yourself. You are no longer hiding in the shadows. You are stepping into the light. This is your time. The world is yours to conquer. The dreams that once felt impossible, they are yours to claim. The future that once felt distant, it is now within your reach, because you finally see it. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are your will to rise. And now, with the fire inside you burning brighter than ever, there is only one thing left to do. Go, take it, live it, become it. The journey continues, but now you walk it as the warrior, the survivor, the champion you were always meant to be. No more waiting, no more hoping, no more hesitating. This is it. This is your moment. Everything you've been through, everything you've survived, everything that tried to hold you back, it all led you here. And now you have a choice. You can either stand on the sidelines watching your life pass you by, or you can take control, step into your power, and start living the life you were meant to live. No one is going to hand you the life you deserve. You have to take it. You have to rise and show the world what they never believed you could become. It's time to stop asking for permission. Stop waiting for someone to validate you. Stop seeking approval from people who will never see your worth. The only permission you need is your own. The only validation that matters is the one you give yourself. The world doesn't get to define you, you define yourself. So step up, claim your life, because if you don't, no one else will. But this isn't just about motivation. This isn't just about feeling inspired for a moment and then going back to the same patterns. This is about action. Real, relentless, unstoppable action. You need to start now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Number 2. Here's your roadmap forward. 1. Own your mindset. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are the person you decide to be today. Rewrite your story. Every morning, remind yourself, I am powerful. I am unstoppable. I am in control of my destiny. Say it until you believe it. Say it until it becomes the truth you live by. Too late. Cut the dead weight. Toxic people? Let them go. The voices that tell you that you're not good enough? Silence them. The habits that are keeping you stuck? Replace them. You can't climb if you're holding on to things that are dragging you down. You have to be ruthless about what you allow in your life. If it's not pushing you forward, it's pulling you back. Choose forward. 3. Take action every single day. Stop thinking about what you need to do. Do it. Every single day, take one step toward your goals. It doesn't matter how small the step is. Just move. Momentum is everything. The more you move, the more unstoppable you become. 4. Turn pain into fuel. Every time you feel doubt, every time you hear someone say you can't do it, every time you remember a failure, use it. Let it fuel you, let it drive you, let it remind you why you started. Pain is power when you learn to harness it. 5. Hold yourself accountable. No more excuses. No more waiting for the right time. The time is now. Set deadlines, set goals. Keep pushing forward even when no one is watching. You don't need an audience. You need results. 6. Never stop growing. This journey doesn't end. There is no final destination. You don't rise once, you keep rising over and over again. Every challenge is an opportunity to evolve. Every setback is a lesson. Keep learning, keep pushing, keep climbing. There is no limit to what you can become. Now look at yourself. Look at where you are right now. You are standing at the edge of your new life. You have everything you need. The only thing left is for you to take the leap. So here's my final message to you. Burn the bridges that lead back to the old you. Destroy every excuse. Leave behind every doubt. Step into your power and never look back. This is your rebirth. This is your moment. This is your time. The world tried to break you, but now the world will witness your rise. Go. Take what's yours. Live the life you were meant to live and never ever stop. Look at how far you've come. Look at the fire burning inside you now. You are not the same person who once doubted, who once feared, who once hesitated. That version of you is gone, buried beneath the weight of everything you have conquered. The world tried to hold you back, tried to break you, tried to make you believe that you were not enough, but they were wrong. You were always enough. You were You were always powerful. You just needed to see it for yourself. And now, you do. You have faced the darkness. You have walked through the fire. And instead of letting it consume you, you became the flame. You are no longer the one who waits. You are the one who takes. You are no longer the one who hopes. You are the one who does. The world does not control your destiny. You do. So as you step forward from this moment, as you leave behind the doubt, the fear, the past that once held you captive, remember this. You are unstoppable. You are worthy. You are capable of achieving everything you've set out to do. This is not the end. This is your beginning. The first step toward a life where you no longer play small, where you no longer dim your own light, where you no longer seek approval. From this moment on, you rise without apology. You step into the world as the force you were always meant to be. And when they see you, when the same people who laughed, who doubted, who mocked you realize what you've become, they won't be laughing anymore. They will watch in awe, in disbelief, as you shatter every limitation they tried to place on you. They will cry as you rise. And you will rise higher than anyone ever thought possible.